Hello, good people of Primordial Radio. And I just want to say thank you after last week for those of you that got in touch to say some of the challenges you have. And also, I had a few people saying thank you, and that's always lovely. I really love feedback. There was a common theme on some of the challenges that people were facing. So, I'd like to talk a wee bit about that. So, people were talking about worrying about the future and blaming themselves for things going wrong. So here's a few wee things just to think about. So a bit of worry is okay. Everyone does it. But if you maybe start to think about it as planning, because that helps you deal with when the odd occasion, worst case scenario actually happens. So it's okay to worry, but not too much. Another good wee technique that you can actually use for worry is set aside a time that you say, this is going to be my worry time. So, like for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, no more than that each day, you set aside the time that you maybe write down all the things that you're worrying about, but then you've dealt with it. You've told your brain, listen, I've done that. Okay. So it's okay to worry. Try and just limit it and call it planning. If we don't plan, thing, we don't know how to react to things. So it's okay. The other thing about blaming yourself, again, that's something we all do, and we sort of replay things in our heads about how we would have done it different and things we would have said, and if it wasn't for me now, it's just a bit of reflection. That's all it is. Blaming yourself is just reflecting on something. So what to do is to reframe it and use it as learning. So I don't blame myself. I've done things they might not have gone the way I want them to do, but if I reframe them and learn from them, I make it a positive experience. So what I'll look to do is I'll make new mistakes rather than actually doing the old ones over and over again. So another couple of things round about worry and blaming yourself. How easy would it be for you to do these things? First of all, I want you to think about raising your standards. If you want to make a change, the first thing you must do is raise your standard. Okay, changing what you demand of yourself. Okay, secondly, change your limiting beliefs. I've talked about that before, things that hold you back. If you don't really believe you can meet these new standards, you're never actually going to do it. You've already sabotaged yourself and you probably won't try. So you need to develop what I love called a sense of certainty and authenticity. If you can build that certainty in yourself that you're going to meet these new standards, you'll start to get empowering beliefs that'll help you reach them. Another thing is change your strategy because you've probably given things a go in the past, but they haven't worked and you maybe give up. So what you need to do is change your strategy. And the way you do that is through your beliefs. So what I want you to do is write down your three most empowering beliefs. Have a wee think about how do they empower you? How do they strengthen your life? Review this list and strengthen the emotional intensity and sense of certainty that gives you. Now write down some of your limiting beliefs. Circle the most disempowering one, and ask yourself, how is this belief ridiculous or absurd? Absurd. Was the person I learned this from worth it? Because sometimes we learn things from people that aren't good role models. And what will it ultimately cost me emotionally if I don't let go of it? See, these are just some tools and techniques to do work round about these couple of things. So, same again, guys. I am here to help. Message me on Facebook. I'm here. And if I get some stuff for next week, again, we'll keep the good vibrations going on Primordial Radio.